Hi there! Today, we'll show you how to create your own AI applications for ChatGPT. With the introduction of App SDK from OpenAI, developers can now integrate their applications directly into the chat. This opens up a completely new way of interaction, transforming ChatGPT from a simple text assistant into a true platform for your services. In this video, we will cover, first, how to create an MCP server, as you'll need one to render your application. Then, how to build a basic application and connect this MCP server with the UI directly to ChatGPT. All of this is possible using the OneReach platform. The use case we'll explore is an AI application to get weather updates using open weather services. A user asks in ChatGPT about the current weather in a specific location, and instead of a text reply, ChatGPT will launch an application with a beautiful UI, showing visualizations like wind, clouds, weather, temperature, precipitation, and sun or rain animations. The user will experience not just plain text, but an AI application, making the chat more interactive, where users will communicate directly with the application for more information. These types of widgets make interactions more lively, so let's see how it can be done. Since the OneReach platform supports creating MCP servers, we'll handle that part on our platform. We'll need to create an MCP server flow. This can be achieved by using the setup MCP server step. We'll need basic settings like server ID, name, version, and description. To render such a UI, we'll need to create a tool and a resource. The tool plays role of a database, responding with data to our queries. In this case, we'll call it getWeather, give it a description, and it will accept the city name, returning a weather object. We'll use a service that provides detailed weather information. We'll return results in JSON format, though any format is possible. To allow the app to render in ChatGPT, we must define metadata in the tool. The first metadata field is open/output template, pointing to the URI resource responsible for the application rendering. Let's take a look. Next, we need the field name OpenAI/tool invocation/invoking. This shows text while the app is rendering. Again, OpenAI/tool invocation/invoke will display a status when our UI is rendered. That's all we need to configure the tool. Next, we create a resource. This resource will send the HTML for our widget. We'll name it Weather Widget, though the name should be LLM friendly. We also give it the same URI as in the tool. This allows ChatGPT to link the tool call to this resource and render the UI correctly. As the resource returns HTML, we must set the MIME type to HTML. Optional fields like OpenAI/widget description can be set. This prevents ChatGPT from re-rendering the weather information by directing further actions within this field. This prevents duplication by ChatGPT, displaying something like, "The widget showed you the weather." We can also customize the widget appearance, like adding or removing borders. Here, we included a border for demonstration. Now let's discuss how to send your application's HTML. First, in the resource branch where we respond to the read request, we need to provide HTML with our widget. In this example, we send HTML because we built a Vue application, saved it in the OneReach file service. Including index.js and index.css, which are styles and code, and a div container for rendering the application. We can also write HTML manually here without building an app, and it will work just fine. However, since we can render any application, the best approach is to create an application, like using Vue, React, or Angular. Build it, and save the build files either in OneReach files or any other hosting service. Here's a sample application code that will be shown in this video. It's a Vue application with one component, giving us access to a special object, connected to OpenAI, to extract all the necessary data. This includes parameters for the tool's launch, the results returned by the tool, localization, theme, or anything else we need. This is how it looks. If we want to deploy it, in this case, we simply copy these two files and place them in OneReach files. This is how we create our template. Now we save and activate. Ours is already activated, so there's nothing more to do. Just copy the URL to our MCP server. Next, we go to ChatGPT to connect this MCP server. Go to your profile, select personalization, navigate to advanced settings, and be sure to enable it, as this setting allows you to add your own applications. Once enabled, you'll see a Create button. Click it and paste our URL into the MCP server URL. You can use SSE, transport, or streamable HTTP. OpenAI recommends using SSE. Check. I trust this application. Select No authentication since our server is public, but OneReach MCP server support authorization, and it can be activated if needed. Hit Create. If a connector already exists, rename it. Now we're connected, and you can check the tools and output templates linked to it. We can close this window and select the tool we want to execute. Now, we can make a query. For the first invocation of our UI, confirm the launch, then click Confirm. As we can see, Our application has rendered. We'll wait for the tool to process, and the data will appear in the application. Now, these data are displayed through our widget instead of a simple ChatGPT reply.